Just that, yes. Our whole life revolves around a big variety of rhythms and flavors.
Meet Jonathan and Shadia. Let's stop talking about rhythm. Let's show them. Jonathan, why don't you start?
Welcome to your first class of Pacific percussion. We're gonna start with a simple rhythm using the drums in front of you.
Okay, let's try
Now,
that.
use your right hand first like this. Try to follow the rhythm. Now, other hand like this. This is basic for the loud beat, which goes like this. Now, we're gonna try to do another rhythm. This time we're gonna do a boom day. It goes something like this. Music reflects the paradise we live in, one of the most biodiverse ecosystems in the world, where thousands of birds and fantastic underwater stars. But don't think that the Colombian Pacific is just beaches. It's also Cali, a vibrant city brimming with culture, entrepreneurship, design, and style, with a captivating and electrifying atmosphere. Whether you're here on business or simply to have a good time, after all, Cali is the salsa capital of the world.
Did you say salsa? I love to dance salsa.
Why don't you teach them a couple of simple steps?
Sure thinger. Let's learn some basic salsa tricks. So what we're going to do is move side to side and count to 3 like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Faster. Arms up. Good job, everyone. That was great. Okay, so now let's switch to one of the greater Colombian Caribbean rhythms. Let's dance mambalé. Okay, everybody follow me. Arms out like this, and we are going to push up and down in circles. Put our whole body into it. Okay? You got it? Now faster. Good. Okay, good job, everyone. That was great. Okay, let's catch our breath. The greater Colombian Caribbean enjoys a huge number of rhythms thanks to its blend of fascinating cultures, from the indigenous Payú to the raizales and palenqueros, with rhythms such as vallenato, porro, cumbia, which have been recognized as World Heritage, show the world that we are a land of contrasts.
It is true. As you start heading away from the sea, you will find beautifully quaint little towns in between rivers, marshes, and mountains. Indigenous civilizations, all with a rich cultural heritage.
The Barranquilla Carnival is a colorful celebration in which we get to express all of the folklore and diversity of rhythms that make up the greater Colombian Caribbean. Just like the carnival, we are a region filled with joy, color, and diversity. We always have people from all around the world who get to experience firsthand our warmth.
It's impossible not to get caught up in the rhythm of these two regions. Their love of life is also reflected in productivity and entrepreneurship, in the creation of industry and renewable energies. This is a place that's quite simply impossible not to fall in love with.
So now you know we'll be expecting you. Jonathan, get over here. I want to bid farewell to our guests with a dance. Hey, Jonathan.
Are we dancing champeta?
Yes, sir, we
Okay.
are. Join in, don't be shy.
You can definitely feel the rhythm and flavor in the air.
You can feel the heat, not only in the weather, but in all the people who live their lives passionately. You should never let that fire inside you go out. I'll see you soon to tell you more.
Traders, which is very hard, and we
here like to go there, do hikes and stuff. The weather is also very nice. In Colombia, we don't have seasons, so you can imagine the weather. It's very nice. That's why she's smiling. Come here. These are some of the towns, villages you will find in the mountains of Colombia. This one is called Villa. Okay? This is another one called Marichara, very beautiful, in the middle of the mountains. And that is the city of Bogota, the big city, the capital of Colombia, Bogota. Bogota. Yes. Now this way with my partner. Continue. Bienvenidos. Hey, bienvenidos. Welcome, guys. What is that?
The picture, and the most important, coffee is the best coffee around the world. You can try a cold coffee with normal Malaysian when you finish the tour. Right? The jewelry and technology.
Innovation and fashion bloom.
And reggaeton. Joy, happiness, and the desire to have the time also project the city.
This is Omar. Did you know Medellin is the capital of the fourth industrial revolution in Latin America? Here, innovation is in the DNA of the people, helping build the future of the country.
Yes, innovation. It is also the birthplace of famous artist Fernando Botero, who you saw a sculptor before you came in today.
The chiva is yours, Omar.
Parceros, as we call friends around here. Buckle up your imaginary seatbelts. We're going to see some of the most spectacular places in our country.
We can visit all of these places since they are nearby and well connected. In the coffee cultural landscape, one of the kind natural, economic and cultural elements blend together perfectly. This landscape, which has been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is the thriving result of hard-working coffee-growing families that have kept a legacy alive for generations.
That way, Colombian coffee culture remains renowned all around the world.
All of these incredible places you see are possible thanks to Colombia's imposing mountain ranges and the various climates that exist at different altitudes, from reservoirs to rivers.
Wax palm valleys, even perpetual snow. Running through these mountains as we're doing today, I met the woman who stole my heart.
Hi, Omar.
This is Estela. She will be your guide as you discover the history of the Western Colombian Andes.
This region of the Andes that we'll be touring is an example of balance between tradition and progress.
Let's start with Bogota, the country's capital. Art, gastronomy.
The people of Bogota are great hosts for both tourism and business.
You can say the history of these lands is very steep, isn't it, Stella?
Since I was little, I have seen people riding bikes as early as 4 a.m. These are the roads where Naira Quintana and Luis Herrera started pedaling their way to glory.
These mountains sure do take us to amazing places where you can rest, enjoy and breathe in local culture, don't they?
You're right there. These are towns where the word luxury translates into hospitality, culture, and peace. Oh my, the handcrafts made in these regions are sold all over the world.
Stella, why don't you show them?
Okay, Omar says that I shouldn't let you go without showing you one of his favorite places. An ideal destination for those who seek thrills and excitement.
Earth, I think the time has come. I am water. And in order to tell you the history of Colombia and its connection to the future, we must visit the Highland Moors.
Let's go.
Colombia is definitely the best country thanks to mountains like these that breathe life. I'll tell you why. Just why.
Have you ever seen a chiva?
Famous touristic site. Please follow me. Over here we have the Mavacura Hills, also very famous touristic site. This time in the Amazon Orinoco region. They're known for being some of the oldest rock formations in the world. And this image right here needs no introduction to landscapes, fruits, and animals that you can find in these two regions of Colombia.
Ancient cultures. such as Terra Dentro.
That's right, Katy.
Water, so what is our mission in this Colombia for the future?
That is a great question, Kachiburi, to which I have no answer. I am water. I cannot see the future.
I believe that by preserving our past and our culture, we can understand ourselves as part of the future.
I agree with you.
I'm going to show you something on this loom, the one my grandmother taught me to use. I remember the first time I visited the Las Las Sanctuary, a place my grandmother took me to as a child to sell our looms. It was the first time I came upon a faith different from mine. I was impressed. Then I visited Popayán to witness the celebration of the Holy Week. It opened my eyes to a world where we'll have different beliefs, which we must respect.
Perhaps I know someone who might be able to answer your question. Show us your loom.
Welcome to the Colombian Amazon Orinoco, sacred rainforests and plains. Let us be carried away by the wisdom of nature. But first, you must open your heart to know how to listen to it.
He's Taita Manuel. He's a traditional healer of the Cofan indigenous people, an Amazonian community that keeps its ancestral knowledge and traditions alive, which include healing rituals for both body and soul.
The air has granted us permission to experience the journey of the ancestral Maloka. Look down.
Whoa!
Be inspired by the hearts of our ancestors, the National Park of Chiribiquete.
It's huge.
It's a World Heritage Site, essential to the preservation of the planet's biodiversity and natural ecosystems. It's a true treasure.
It's so beautiful.
The River of Seven Colors is a great example of how water is life. Perhaps our future, indigenous or not, depends on taking care of everything we've been gifted, especially water.
Let's go back to my region. I want to take you to a very special place, Taita Manuel. The perfect place to gaze at the stars is the desert. For hundreds of years, the native peoples learned to follow the stars. We still look at them so we don't forget where we come from. They are our GPS, leading the way to keep alive our ancestral wisdom. My grandparents taught me to look at the sky, but also to look at the earth, at the water, to know who I am.
Maybe that's the answer you were looking for. It's time for me to go, but the journey will continue to Ruan's Gallup.
From here, where the sun sets, all the way to the Mavecure Hills, you'll find only virgin plains, epic sunsets, and an immense variety of flora and fauna. This is the Orinoquia. We, the Llaneros, learn to ride first and walk after. That's the way we are raised up. Here we grew up among the experts, the biodiversity unlike any other in Colombia. The Llanera culture speaks of cattle, horses, coleo and joropo. But if it's Colombian rhythm music, then follow the earth, and you'll happen upon a pleasant surprise.
The hammocks? Sorry?
Chilling.
Yeah, well, we use it mostly for relaxing, right? Like the people in Colombia use it in their homes, in their summer houses to relax mostly. Now, this is Tumaco in the Colombia Pacific. This is one of our beautiful beaches. Here we have Mompox in the greater Colombian Caribbean. This is one of the best conserved colonial towns in the world, and also here we have a beautiful jazz festival. Now here we have La Guajira. In here you get to see our renewable energies. In Colombia we're getting into the renewable energies to preserve our nature, our animals, so much birds we have in Colombia. This is Barranquilla, one of the fastest development cities in Colombia. Also, do you know Shakira? She's from here. Now, this is my cradle in the Colombian Pacific. Here we have one of the largest coral reefs of the world. And if you get to visit here, you can do diving and snorkeling.